My name is Casey Manuel.
And I'm Jessica Sanders, and today we're going to talk to you about Rafe Esquith's book, Teach Like Your Hair is on Fire. The epilogue contains an essay written by one of Rafe's old students that explains what it is like to be in room 56. It taught her teamwork and humility, and the value of hard work and responsibility. She learned her most valuable lessons in room 56 and credited her experiences. It became like a second home, replacing the fears and horrors of the outside world with happiness and laughter. Rafe explains that teaching is a thankless job and there will be times you want to give up, but there is a reason not to. We should work hard to build safe havens for our students, no matter how much we feel like we want to give up.
In Chapter 1, Rafe discusses how he sets up his classroom on the first day. He has rules based on trust and not fear. He believes if the students trust him, then they will communicate with him. Not only does Rafe have the students trust him, but he also trusts the students. He expects the students to be honest with him. Rafe never gets frustrated with his students, and if they do not understand something, even if he's gone over it 1,000 times, he explains it again. He's there to teach the kids and is willing to do whatever it takes to help them understand. He also makes a point in Chapter 1 that the students depend on teachers. Therefore, the teachers need to be dependable. Far too many times does a teacher promise the class something in the beginning of the year and they do not follow through with it. Once this happens, the teacher has broken the trust for the students. Rafe discusses how discipline must be logical. He gives an example of a boy not participating in baseball correctly. The boy is not acting right, so Rafe sits him out and explains to him once he learns how to play with others that he can join the game again. The last point Rafe makes in Chapter 1 is that all teachers are role models. The kids are always watching them. He says that teachers must act the way they want their students to act. In Chapter 2, Rafe describes the 6 levels of moral development. Level 1, I don't want to get in trouble. This level is based on fear, but we try to get the fear out of being punished and into them believing it is right. A lot of kids do what they are told just so they don't get in trouble. Level 2, I want a reward. Level 2 is when you reward your class for good behavior. The kids act right, so they will get a reward. Level 3 is I want to please somebody. This is when the students do the right thing to please a teacher or parent. They finish their homework so someone can be proud of them. Level 4, I follow the rules. Some teachers on the first day of class like to lay down the law. They like to let the class know who is boss, but these students that are in those classrooms only follow those rules while they're in their classroom. Level 5, I am considerate of other people. This level is when people act the way they do because they are thinking of others. They do not disrupt others by talking loudly. Level 6, I have a personal code of behavior and I follow it. This level is about behaving and acting the way people do because it's the right way. People take others into consideration and do not go out to become the best. They do not need to be recognized by their actions. They act the way they do because they know it's right. They do it for them.
In Chapter 16, every year Rafe's former students meet with him on the 24th of December to feed, entertain, and save the homeless for Feed the World project. This teaches kids to see a world outside their window and inspires them to do community service on their own. Rafe believes that it is possible to pass along ideas to other teachers and parents to do good deeds. He wants his students to see the effects of poverty, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, and mental illness. The children were surprised to see homeless people that were so caring, and he wanted to return the next year with more students that could help. The students rehearse Christmas songs year-round to sing for this cause. This provides an opportunity for the students to develop as musicians. The homeless love hearing the children's voices, and it means a lot to them. The former students love to return each year and help and be involved. On December 23rd, many former students come to set up. All the skills learned in room 56 come into play. They organize, work independently, function as a team, show initiative, and divide up the labor. A principal of another school even told Ray he wants his kids to be able to work together just like that. The students work year-round for this one day. Working with the homeless increases children's compassion and understanding for the less fortunate, while improving poise, manners, and their real-world knowledge. These kids become the kind of young people who are a pleasure to be around. Rafe's Feed the World project was dreamed up by students. It is an example of what can happen when children are treated with respect and encouraged to live responsibly. They learn to develop an awareness of the world around them. Rafe hopes that the skills his students learn in his classroom will be carried out through their daily lives.